Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Black on Black Cinema. I'm your host Jay. I'm here with Micah.
Hey.
Rob.
Hey.
And Terrence.
What's up?
And special guest Chris from the Three Black Geeks.
What's up?
All right, so we are doing episode 56, Boyz N the Hood, a movie so black that we had to bring in extra black folks to talk about it. Obviously, this is the 1991 ghetto coming of age exploration. I don't know.
Directorial debut. Yeah.
Of John Singleton?
John Singleton.
Directorial debut, and also Morris Chestnut's first movie. So yeah.
And Regina King.
Yeah. A lot of firsts.
Yeah. No, I can tell.
First movie?
I can tell it's a lot of firsts. This movie.
Look, it's just the movie's just a message. It's just message.
But it's important at its time. So let's basically, before we get started, Chris, go ahead and plug your stuff, man, please.
Three Black Geeks. We've been podcasting for like 4 or 5 years. You can probably find us at Three Black Geeks on Twitter. The number 3, then Black Geeks afterwards. We ain't the word 3. And you can find us at 3blackgeeks.leipzig.com. That's our main podcast page. Hopefully within 3 weeks we actually have an official website. I'm actually building up that right now, but yeah, you can find us there, and you can also find us on Facebook at Three Black Geeks and too. So
okay, awesome, and go listen to them, man. Those guys are good.
Yep.
All right, so I mean, I guess Micah, take it away. Actually, we'll do our out of 5 score. I think that's probably a better idea. We'll start with Chris. Chris, out of 5, what are your thoughts on this?
I give it a 4 out of 5. I still enjoyed the movie. I think maybe because and I was talking to Dwayne before we started this, and for Dwayne, he probably had the same score. It hit home for him just because his family, there's some people in his family, extended family, that are kind of like Doughboy, essentially, in the movie and stuff. And I have family that lived, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the DMV area, Glen Arden, Sea Pleasant, around that area and stuff. Mm-hmm. Like in the 90s, that was a rough area. I mean, it's still rough now, but not as rough as it was back then. So there were some parts in the movie that kind of resonated a little bit with me just because I've been in that area and I've seen some rough stuff, drug dealers and things of that nature. So it kind of appealed to me and it kind of hit home a little bit. Now, granted, there were some things in this movie that was just like, okay, this is a little ridiculous and heavy-handed, but compared to what you get with John Singleton later down the road, it isn't as heavy-handed. So it's a 4 out of 5 for me.
You know what? I will give you that credit. Absolutely. Rob?
I was also going to give it a 4 out of 5. I mean, it gets heavy-handed as fuck, but there's a lot of legit messages in there that were very relevant for the time. I mean, things have calmed down relatively a lot. But I mean, there's still some places where shit's just fucked up, and it's more a message of, hey, get the fuck out of that shit as best you can. Try not to be stuck in it. And I mean, and I appreciate that. I mean, it's like I said, is it over the top, slamming you over the head with the message? Yeah. Is it a bad message? No.
That's fair.
And I mean, I did enjoy watching it. So
okay, for me, I would probably give it 3. As a movie, look, I think there is context as far as the time in which this movie was released, 1991. I feel like this movie gets a lot of credit, as it should, for showing this part of American life that was not shown in movies, at least for quite some time, right? I mean, obviously, during the blaxploitation time for movies, you got a little bit more of that, but once those ended, you really didn't see this life, and this is a whole different level of poverty and things like that were new during the sort of Reagan era and into the early 90s. So for me, as a movie, it's just okay, like maybe slightly above average. But as far as like, I know a lot of commentators like Roger Ebert and stuff like that gave it like a perfect score and everything else. But I think that's more because white America hadn't really seen it. They'd never seen anything like this, and so it was shocking to them and a new thing. So culturally relevant, yes, but as far as a movie is concerned, it's just okay.
I'd give it a 3.5. I'm going to echo the same thing that everyone else has echoed. This movie, I mean, apparently in the 90s, black people were stupid, and we needed this very, very, very heavy-handed message to say, stop killing each other, guys. Like, this movie could have been called Stop Killing Each Other in the Hood. And but it's not bad. It's weird going back to look at this movie again, because it's when I saw it, I was 11, and it hit way harder then than it does now.
This movie is terrifying to an 11-year-old.
Terrifying to a 7-year-old. I saw this shit when it came out.
Are you serious?
Dead serious, man.
Did your parents
I
take
have
you?
some horrible family members that just the life choices was just like, hey, we're going to see Boyz N the Hood. And I'm like, I was just happy to go to the theater, so I was just watching it like, huh. Yeah, so
like,
trust me.
Ricky, yeah. Ricky, what's happened to Ricky?
Ricky dead.
Oh yeah. That was the part right there that really just like, oh my God, this happened. Oh,
So,
man.
3.5 out of 5.
All right, Terrence.
I've seen this movie so many times that I didn't actually need to. I watched it again, but I didn't actually need to because I was like reciting lines from it. As a movie, it's not really that good. Like, it's just not. And everyone says like the message is fine. Like, yeah, but the movie itself.
Now
I don't know, for its time, it basically started. It was the original, right? It started everything else, like Menace to Society and all the other fucking movies the Hughes brothers that came out with. So as far as that, it's kind of like you give it a 5 for that.
Right. I mean, it is culturally significant.
Right.
Like
It's a culturally significant film, but as a movie itself, it ain't that damn good. I would probably give it like a 2.5.
Like if this movie came out now, or it came out as the 10th movie in the sort of like Welcome to the Ghetto series, I don't think it would have done nearly as well.
I think it probably would have did well, but I think at that point people would have been like, "Oh, it's another paint by numbers hood movie."
Exactly.
Right.
That's exactly
cool.
I don't know, either like 2.5 or 3.
Is it the direction? Is it writing? Is it
The acting is horrendous in this movie.
The acting is terrible. The writing is better than Baby Boy.
Oh, dude, anything is better than Baby Boy. I could write 2 sentences down on a paper and it's better than Baby Boy. Come on now.
That is not false.
Like a lot of, I mean, I don't know. Like
Ice Cube's not acting, guys. Ice Cube is just being
being Ice Cube. He's never acting. Ice Cube is always being Ice Cube, and everything he's in.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess I'll go with 3, just because it was so culturally relevant, important.
Right.
But it's not all that great.
Okay.
Cuba Gooding Jr. wasn't all that good either.
That's ironic considering everybody loved him in this movie. I was like, yeah, he's all right. And
I thought he was the worst one.
I've never been a fan of this dude as an actor.
Cuba Gooding Jr.
I like him.
Never.
I like him in one movie, and really one movie only, which is Men of Honor. I
like
think
him in
he's great.
Snow
in that.
Dogs.
Shut up the fuck up.
You didn't even watch Snow Dogs.
I've literally never seen that. I'm just making.
You know there were 2 of them.
hey, you know what?
What?
Shockingly enough, I watched Snow Dogs. I'm like, yo, like, God, it's just the people that he was surrounded with. In
I
the
don't
movie.
even
like,
know
what the
what that
fuck
movie
was
is about.
Cisco doing in that movie? That's the only thing I was just like,
I'm sorry. Back up. Rewind about 5 seconds. Who was in that movie?
Cisco was in Snow Dogs.
Is that the last time anybody ever saw him? 'Cause
Exactly.
Excuse me.
Unleash the Dragon, Cisco,
Excuse me.
or whatever the.
Or the network company.
Are we talking about SIQO?
Yes,
SISQO?
He lives right. He lives
like
right.
5 minutes away from me.
Yeah, I was gonna say he lives right by my parents' house.
Yeah, him and Genuine, and I think a couple other people live around this area. Like Genuine literally lives 15 minutes from where my folks live in Clinton.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say Genuine was in Snow Dogs, and I was going to have to stop the episode. It's like, oh shit!
Right, I was like, whoa, okay.
Oh no. He goes to the church my folks go to, well, we used to go to and stuff and everything. I was like, oh shit, it's Genuine. All
I
right.
saw Cisco in Food Lion one time. He looks like a child.
He's like 4'11". I feel like I could just pick Cisco up and shake him.
You
like,
can.
Hey, here's
tiny,
how
I've met
bad
him.
Cisco has it though. My girlfriend saw him in real life and she just clowns him for being short. That's how short he was. And my girl is like 5'5", 5'6" top.
Oh, I mean, he's got to be like 5'1", 5'2". He's
probably
tiny.
He's probably maybe a little bit taller than Kevin Hart.
Nah, Kevin Hart might got like maybe an inch or two on Cisco.
Yeah, I think
God
Kevin Hart is actually
damn.
small. Taller than-
Kevin Hart's 5'3".
Yeah.
Yeah, he's taller than Cisco. You might not see it, but he's taller than Cisco.
I've seen Cisco get out of a truck at a gas station. I was like, oh, do you need a booster seat? Like, he's a tiny person. Also, that guy just released an album. I would just like to point that out in case you didn't know.
I heard one song and it was auto-tuned.
Yep.
The nigga can sing.
Yeah, why
Why
are
are
you...
you auto-tuning your voice? That's whatever.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
He needs to go back to making chocolate down at the harbor. So he got started.
Wow.
It's true.
That's where it got
is.
started.
That's where it got
Drew Hill
started.
got started.
All right, Micah, take it away.
Did you guys know that John Singleton was nominated for Best Director?
That's
For
ridiculous.
what?
This movie?
That's ridiculous.
That is news to me.
What else came out in 1991? Jungle Fever.
Nothing else came out clearly that year. Nothing else.
John Singleton's Oscar nomination for Best Director at age 24 made him the youngest director to ever receive such an accolade.
They just nominated him. He wasn't going to get that shit.
I
Oh
can't.
no, he wasn't going to get it.
That I think goes to the point of like the cultural relevancy.
Yeah.
Like it cannot be for actual direction. You have to be out of your fucking mind.
Was this nominated for Best Film?
Chill.
I don't think so.
Hell no.
Oh no,
think
this
so.
dude, this is 1991. Come on. We didn't progress that fast.
Yeah.
In 91.
They wouldn't even give a sympathy vote for Best Picture. This isn't Selma. Come on.
So the movie starts off in 1984, where we meet Trey Styles.
Oh, that was their last name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Furious Styles. Yeah.
Furious Styles of Beyond. And Trey Styles lives with his single mother, Reva Devereaux, in Inglewood, always up to no good.
God damn it.
Am I the only one that caught the Styles of Beyond reference too?
Yes.
All right.
So what happened?
No, I heard you say it. I was trying to ignore you. Go ahead.
We get a shot of John Singleton ripping off Stand By Me, where the kids go see a dead body.
Twice.
Yeah, twice. Like he does it 2 times.
Well, this time he was basically just showing you where a dead body could be. The next time he gives you the full Monty.
Yes. So then we cut to.
I want to cut back just one quick second though.
Yeah.
So there is something that is actually relevant in this scene, which is when the kids go to walk up on this sort of police scene, there is posters for Ronald Reagan's re-election campaign in 1984, right?
Which they give the finger to.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean that would be Singleton basically. I mean, look, Ronald Reagan's disastrous economic policies are the reasons why cities became fucking hellscapes in the 80s and 90s. So part of this is because of that. He slashed 60% of fucking programs that helped poor people. So I don't think that was just there to be like, fuck Ronald Reagan. There is a very significant reason why it's
Wasn't subtle about it either, with all them bullet holes rolled through those posters
Nope.
too. So
no, not at all.
I mean, it could have been just about fuck Ronald Reagan.
Yeah, I think it was.
I mean,
I thought it was too for a second.
It was
he
like
really
the
doesn't
one
know.
kid literally gives the finger to the poster.
yeah. Look, maybe it was Ronald Reagan who got shot. Anyway, go ahead. Wouldn't
So
mind
then we cut to a classroom setting, and a teacher with gigantic glasses
Fucking hula hoops on her eyes.
is
the 90s.
spouting some nonsense, and Trey, I keep wanting to call him Dre. Trey makes a smart comment, and teacher says, "Would you like to come up and teach the class?" And he was like, "Yeah, bitch, I would like to come up and teach the class." He didn't say that, but I'm trying to make this movie entertaining.
He had the attitude like he was going to say it.
Right, exactly. So he comes up and he spouts off some stuff about how everybody's from Africa because the first human body was found in Africa, so that makes you an African, all of y'all. And one kid was like, "I'm not African. I'm not an African booty scratcher. You an African booty scratcher," or some nonsense. He was like, "I ain't no goddamn African booty scratcher." He's like, "I'll fuck you up, bitch." And like, "You ain't gonna do shit, bitch." And
I
then
get my
they
brother
into
shoot you in your face.
Right, like I'll get my.
See, this is how it goes in the 90s. You know, you got your big brother that'll shoot you in your face, or your cousin that'll come with a gun and shoot your face. You know?
Why does this classroom looks like it's filled with smoke?
Yeah, it was a little hazy in that classroom. I mean, was the teacher smoking up before the kids got in there or something?
I had all those badass kids. I get high too before I had to teach them.
You gotta cope somehow, man.
I mean, she looked uninterested anyway when she was teaching.
She didn't give a fuck about those minority kids. Like, I'm just here not to get fired.
I'm pretty sure she said nigga at least one time. I'm pretty sure she has. It's just
amazing.
So Trey smacks the African booty scratcher kid in the mouth, and then they get into a fight, and the teacher doesn't do anything. She like feigns interest in trying to stop the fight.
Yeah, really.
And then she's like, "Oh shit, I have to try and stop this fight." And then the camera cuts. So we see Trey walking home, and apparently just a bunch of savage ass dudes just start beating up another dude.
Over like a craps game or something.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, like to give John Singleton credit, and I'm gonna not give him credit on a lot of things, so I might as well get these out of the way early. The thing I like about this scene is you have the teacher calling, or she's talking to Angela Bassett's character over the phone, and she's talking about how Trey is highly intelligent, has this great vocabulary.
He speaks so well.
He's so articulate. But asking if, he's from a rough environment, like what's his home life like and stuff like that. And basically like, oh, does he need to go to a child psychologist? Meanwhile, yeah, it's not that he needs to go to a child psychologist. Maybe he does, but it's because he's in this environment where people are just beating the shit out of each other, and he sees this stuff all the time, right? So it's a fairly decent, well shot scene, and smartly done. And then the rest of the movie happens. So,
but also that the teacher threw in the fact of, do you have a father in his life?
Are you employed?
Do you have a job, ma'am? It's like, yeah, bitch, I got a job and I'm working on my master's. What you doing? Subbing.
Teaching my dumbass son and his friends how to read.
So Trey has a conversation with his mom, and apparently he signed a contract saying that if he acted out, he would go to an even worse part of California to stay with his father.
What?
That'll teach him a lesson.
Yeah, what kind of sense does that make?
That made no sense.
Hey, you know how you're in a decent neighborhood? Yeah, I'm going to take your ass to the ghetto piece of shit neighborhood so you might get shot. You're welcome. I'm your mother.
The only thing I can think
You're
of...
a terrible mother, Angela Bassett.
The only thing I can think of is that she wanted him to stay with the father so that she can focus on what she's doing.
Right, but that's clearly what's happening, but she makes it out to be Trey's fault.
Right.
Which is really shitty thing to do to your son.
Like it's punishment for like, oh, you fucked up in class, so you're going to your dad. Dun, 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 dun. It's like, really?
Yeah, and then she's like, meanwhile, I'm balling getting this master's degree. I'm your master now. But yeah, like it was a weird sort of like flip. I didn't get that at all.
But in the end, it was weird, and I was like, what the fuck? And at first, you think the father's a dickhead, and then you realize, no, the father's a good parent.
Yeah.
Like, no, I didn't think the father was an asshole. When he pulled up, he's like, hey.
Yeah, I never.
Chores.
Yeah, I never got the impression.
Like,
I mean, he was.
I got that impression for like a second. And
I think you got that impression because it's like the sending you to your father is looked at as a punishment.
Yeah, I was waiting for him to be an asshole. Therefore, I was interpreting his actions like through that lens for just a moment, and then I was like, oh no, he's the good guy.
Like, he's a good dude.
Yeah.
Well, it's because he's only 17 years older than his son.
Yeah.
But in actuality,
only 17.
We're like 2 years apart.
They are like 6 years apart. Cuba Gooding Jr. and
Cuba just looks old.
And Morpheus.
For the age
I mean, hey, you will look old too when you have multitudes of back-to-back horrible movies. You know that will weigh some pressure on you.
Yeah, he was in Empire not too long ago. That motherfucker, he's like 55 years old. He looks old as shit, man.
Radio was the beginning of the end for him.
I've never seen Radio.
Yeah,
That's when he was like,
challenged, right?
Yeah, he's retarded.
Oh, he went full retard and it didn't work.
Yeah, it didn't work.
Which is ironic because he turns around and he plays Ben Carson, which actually wasn't a bad movie. So
he plays Ben Carson in a movie.
Yes,
TV movie.
It's called like Magic Hands.
Gifted Hands.
Gifted Hands.
There's a Ben Carson movie.
Yeah. It was like a made-for-TV.
So was he playing? Was he going full retard there too?
Yeah, he might as well have been. Look, you're gonna get gay if you go to jail.
This was before he became the token.
Yeah. This is when Ben Carson was a person to look up to, and not just a person to make fun of for being a moron.
Or he heel turned on every black. Seriously, man. You know how heartbreaking it is to find out this guy who you read all his books your whole life. It's like, oh, I hate gay people. It's like, what? No, you were the chosen one. Why?
It's disheartening, man.
You had one job, Ben Carson.
Like
you were supposed to be out here.
Into madness makes me so sad.
The second
it really does.
Look, the second he came out and he started acting like he was going to run for president, I was like, don't do this. There's a whole generation of people who don't know who you are, dude, and all they're going to know is you're that asshole who said terrible shit and not that you were this amazing surgeon. But good luck.
Yeah. What have you done for me lately?
Yeah.
How many?
I like the fucking pizza guy now.
How many Siamese twins have you separated now, Ben?
Yeah, not enough. You're going to need to throw in a couple more to get past that you go gay in jail thing. Anyway,
as soon as Trey gets to his dad, his father's like, rake these leaves up. And he's like, oh, I don't want to rake these. He's like, nigga, rake these goddamn leaves up. Don't fucking tell me. I'm your father, bitch.
Hey, I'm surprised he didn't get popped upside the head after he snatched that rake, though.
Right.
Yeah, playing with fire, Trey. Look, I have to tell you, man, I think that Lawrence Fishburne does an excellent job as the father figure in this movie. Like, he's really good.
Yeah.
He reminds me of my dad a little bit. There are certain parts of him that's like, yeah, that's kind of like my dad. My dad would be like, yo, rake them leaves. Like, you live here for free. You rake them leaves. I'm like, all right, can't argue with that.
You right.
Yeah, and he even has that conversation with him. Trey is like, what do you do around here? He's like,
you ready to get knocked the fuck out?
You see me pressing this barbell? Little nigga, you think you weigh more than this barbell? I will throw your ass out that goddamn window.
In fairness, it wasn't that much weight.
15 pounds on each side.
Yeah, I'm like, come on, Lawrence. God damn it.
But he gave him his one. Like, all right, you asked that question, I'll give you the answer.
Yeah.
If you ask it again,
I'll beat you.
Yep.
That's what I do. I'm a black father. I'm gonna beat your ass. No, but I think Lawrence Fishburne is the real. I know people think Cuba Gooding Jr. is or whatever.
No.
Look, not every opinion is valid, but I think Lawrence Fishburne is the standout in this movie by far. I think he's the best actor in this movie. I think he's got some of the better lines. Like, he's just great. Like, his character is great all the way around.
He more or less carries the movie. I mean, outside of Cuba, so
yeah. No, I think that's the truth.
So, on the night of Trey's arrival, he hears his father shooting at a burglar who is trying to rob the house. And he shoots the guy with a fucking hand cannon.
357 Magnum.
Like the Dirty Harry gun.
Like, you don't get that gun until you beat the game on the hardest difficulty level.
That's the new game plus.
Yeah, like that is a
Resident
fucking
Evil 4.
Is that a prestige?
No, this is Resident Evil 4.
That's the golden gun from GoldenEye.
That's Charles Bronson's main gun.
I mean, Jesus Christ.
He put two very large holes in that door, too. God damn.
He put two cassava melon-sized holes.
He put two holes in the house across the street.
Yeah. Somebody is dead. It may not have been the guy robbing that house. Somebody is dead.
He shot that nigga out of his shoes. Like,
no, just one. That's how bad it was. Just one.
That's the only shoe that was left.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't that he missed him. He was incinerated immediately. Dust.
So we get to see Trey. Trey heard that shit and he checking his own body because he got shot. Like, oh shit. So after the shooting, father and son are waiting outside for the LAPD to arrive, and this is what happens.
All right, here we go.
We got a call of a burglary here? Yeah, that was about an hour ago.
Whoa, we didn't ask you that.
Yeah, well, I told you. Besides, I don't like having my son out here in the cold. Just tell me what happened, sir. Well, somebody broke into the house. I fired at him with my piece, and he ran away.
So you didn't get him?
Well, if I got him, he'd be laid out here in front of you, right? Is there anything missing? No.
Good. No need to make out a report.
What?
You know, it's too bad you didn't get him. Be one less nigga out here in the streets we have to worry about. Hey, little man. How you doing?
Go on in the house, Trey. Go on.
Something wrong?
Something wrong? Yeah. It's just too bad you don't know what it is,
Sick burn.
brother.
He said that shit while smoking a cigarette like
Something
a
wrong with
fucking
it.
boss.
Something wrong with that dude's face.
Yeah, it's ugly.
Permanent scowl. Like, damn, dude. Really?
He is. Look, I have gone on record in saying that Dennis Rodman is the ugliest person I've ever seen. Dennis, this guy give you a run for your money. He's a disastrous looking human being.
The self-hating black police officer was based on a cop whom John Singleton witnessed as a kid. Singleton felt that it was critical to show this officer to show how racist black people could be towards black people.
Well, he's not wrong. I mean, some of the worst piece of shit cops are black cops.
Yep.
Yeah. Look, it's the blue wall, man. You know, that's all that matters.
Yeah, don't I know it?
You scared, boy? Look, that cop is a scary looking dude, man. I mean, he sneak up on you at dusk. You know, you can't see
man.
him.
He's like the type of person that would literally shoot me and then plant a gun on me saying I should shot at him. That's scary right there.
Yeah.
It's like,
No, he
scares-
kind of looks like that kind of
It
cop.
scares me that God would give that face to somebody.
Oh.
God damn. I mean,
subtle stereotype of him eating a donut and a coffee, though. By the way, so
Right.
Right.
Also that he gets there first, like he gets out of the car first, but he speaks second to the white cop, which I thought was interesting too, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, you shut your ugly ass up.
Yeah,
You stay in the background.
You gotta let Mr. Charlie speak every once in a while.
Mr. Charlie is one of the fucking funniest things to call white people. Mr. Charlie.
The following day, Trey reunites with his childhood friends, Doughboy and Doughboy's maternal half-brother, Ricky. And, oh shit, you know Doughboy and Ricky, Chris? Because that's the other person's name.
I don't know, maybe.
Is Chris the one with the pacifier in his mouth, or is he the
Yeah,
cripple?
I think Chris is the one with the pacifier in his mouth.
I am so sorry to hear that, bro.
Yeah.
Gotta take that goddamn pacifier out your mouth.
I seriously forgot about that shit. That thing that was a thing in the 90s. And I saw that, and I was like, mother.
I was about to say it's an 80s thing. Hey, maybe it was a 90s thing. I'm still trying to figure out, was he like on meth or something for him to be sucking on a pacifier? I don't know.
It was just a thing. It was people would
I
just
think that was just a thing in the 90s.
people they wore them on little shoelaces around their necks and just fucking sucked on a pacifier.
People
People
had
are weird,
pacifiers. People had pacifiers in their mouths and condoms as monocles.
Ugh,
Like, that's
90s
just
are
what
fucked
they
up.
did in the
Pardon? I don't remember that shit.
TLC.
My friend from TLC had that
sorry.
shit.
Fuck.
Lord, man.
Nigga, you better cut that card up.
She's dead. I try not to talk.
That is true.
Try not to talk shit about her.
That's a fact.
No, she
she wore a condom as a
They were
monocle.
very
You know
pro
what?
safe sex. guys.
People and other dudes were
And she
dressed.
burnt down Andre Rison's house.
Over some Jordans.
really.
The other dudes were dressing. The other dudes had their shirts on backwards and shit. So I mean, she was in a musical group. She can do whatever the fuck she
do
wants.
it. Look,
If somebody can wear a meat dress, she can wear a condom on her eye.
that's true. Look,
She broke down that dude's house. What's her last name?
what's that? Don't fuck around.
I'm just saying.
What about your friends?
Yeah, look.
Will they stand their ground?
Will they be
Will they
around?
let you down again?
Oh shit!
That's fucking funny. Look, don't fuck with Latino women, dude. They'll burn your shit to the ground.
Yeah, they will.
It's facts. It's
Next-
facts you learn.
Later on that day,
My homie Dr. Dre came through with a gang of Tanqueray.
God damn it, Terry.
Hey, it's West Coast.
they
Sorry.
They do the stand by me thing again. Chris, Ricky, Ronnie, Donnie, and Mike.
I'm sorry.
God damn it. I hate both of you. Go ahead.
Shit.
Okay, so they do the stand by me thing again, and Ricky is playing around with a football because Ricky wants to be a football player when he grows up, and they meet a bunch of dudes, and he's like, "Give me the football." Like this shirtless dude is like, "Give me the football," and Doughboy is like, "You shouldn't have bought that damn ball."
You dummy.
So Ricky throws the ball, the niggas keep it, and then Ricky's sad.
Because his daddy gave him that ball.
So this is to illustrate the dynamic between the two brothers who have different fathers. Ricky is very trusting and naive, where Doughboy is aggressive, street smart, and like, nah, I don't trust that dude.
No, I don't think he's trusting and naive. I think he didn't want to get his ass kicked.
Or get the ball taken. Shit.
Yeah.
He was like,
Likely assumption was like, hey, maybe they might pull a gun out and just shoot me for the damn balls. So I was like, all right, I guess.
I mean, they're already looking at a dead body at this point. Like, yeah.
Yeah, your football is the least of their issues.
Right. And a bunch of niggas just happen to show up where that dead body is.
Like, I'm running.
Nope. Can you imagine growing up in an environment like this?
Oh, hell no.
Like, it is unbelievable. But like this, I mean, like if you take an aback, like people lived like this, and there was a dead body behind a house, and these dudes like take your football and they beat up your little brother, even though they're fucking grown ass adults. You know, like you can't expect kids to grow up in an environment like this and not be crazy.
Yeah.
You just can't. Or the greatest rapper alive. I'm just saying, like, look, that's what would happen to you.
Yeah.
One of the two. So it's just weird. Also, I look, it's not that hot outside. All right, it can't be that hot outside. Just put a goddamn shirt on. Guy with the blue sweatpants with your titties hanging out.
Well,
Man,
you forget, Jay, that this is the ghetto, and you always need at least one or two guys with no shirt on. So
like, dude, do a push-up. God damn. You can't have a shirt off. Do a push-up, bro.
Oh shit.
Or 10 of them.
But he at least is a good one and gives the ball back.
Is he? Because it turns out that guy's a piece of shit person later in the movie.
Well, they all are mostly.
Furious. Next scene, Furious. All right, this is from Wikipedia, okay? What I'm about to say is from Wikipedia. Furious, who appears to be the only father present in the neighborhood.
God damn. Well, they're not wrong.
Wow. That is 100% correct.
That's correct.
Well, technically, right
He
now,
is the only father.
he is the only father in the neighborhood.
Dude, that sounds like somebody just edited it in there just to emphasize the ridiculousness of that movie.
Yeah, like, let me just make sure they know ain't no black fathers in this movie.
He,
It's like a bunch of single moms. That's it.
he takes Trey on a fishing trip, and we have part of the fatherly advice that he imparts.
Okay.
So tell me, you a leader or a follower?
I'm a leader.
Okay then.
I'm a leader.
What's the 3 rules? Break it down for me. And hey, think before you answer.
Oh, I got it. Always look a person in the eye. Do that, they'll respect you better. 2 words, to never be afraid to ask you for anything. Stealing isn't necessary. And the last one I think was to never respect anybody who doesn't respect you back. Is that right?
Yeah, you got it. What do you know about sex?
I know a little bit.
Oh yeah? What little bit is that?
I know. I take a girl, stick my thing in her, and 9 months later, a baby comes out.
You think that's it?
Basically, yeah.
I don't see the problem.
He knew more than I did.
Remember this. Right. Any fool with a dick can make a baby, but only a real man can raise his children.
Message.
I wasn't but 17 when your mother was pregnant with you.
She was fine then, too.
Well,
all of my friends was dropping out of high school, hanging out on corners, in front of liquor stores, getting drunk, getting high. Some of them was robbing people. Some of them was even killing people. Hey, you remember my friend Marcus? Yeah, he got into robbing people. Wanted me to come along and join him, but I was like, nah, man. Getting ready to have a son. I knew you was gonna be a boy. Anyway, I wanted to be somebody you could look up to. So, I guess that's why I went to Vietnam. Don't ever go in the Army, Trey. Black man ain't got no place in the Army.
No shit. Yeah, I mean, look, this is a pretty significant scene. Obviously, Furious is not just like an okay dad. He's like a pretty great dad. Like he's pretty frank and honest with him about, you know, what it is to be a man. So that's, you know, I thought it was a good scene, and it's a good message scene. Obviously, you know, it's funny because you know the conversation about sex is hilarious, but again. Yeah, he knew more than I did back then, too.
Yeah, man.
Trey is a fast-ass kid. You slow your ass down, boy.
This dude got a rat tail. Wow.
Yeah.
You remember them things? Fucking rat tails?
Yeah, I remember my mom going, no.
Jay and I had a teacher who had a rat tail. Like, he was a 50-year-old man with a rat tail. With gray hair, so it really did look like a rat's tail. and he wouldn't cut that shit off, man.
I had a rat tail when I was 7. So
You had a rat tail?
yeah, I cut it off when I was very, very young.
32 years ago.
The day before I met you, I cut it off.
That's a shame. That's really a shame.
It's in a box and it's like this long.
You keep it. Pray to it sometimes.
What the fuck? I'm still laughing about the only father in the neighborhood.
It's so fucked up.
Funny, man.
Shit ain't wrong. It ain't wrong.
Can't handle that.
So Furious and Trey return to Crenshaw, where they witness Doughboy and Chris being led by police officers into a squad car after having been caught shoplifting at a local drugstore. And then they go to juvie for 7 years.
Dog, I didn't think I didn't think you'd go to jail for shoplifting. Maybe a slap on the wrist and a fine, but Jesus,
Micah.
juvenile hall though? I mean, no, seriously, like juvenile hall, like it couldn't just be, oh, hey, you know, just make sure your kid don't do it. I thought they literally like had a gun and robbed the place. That's what it made it seem like.
You're forgetting one thing. They did it while black.
Yeah. Micah?
That's it.
Duh. Shit.
I might have a story that I'll tell on airing of grievances about that.
Did you go to jail 5 years for robbing a liquor store?
No. For 7 years. Come on.
Why are you robbing liquor stores?
I used to steal, though, all the time. All the time.
Fucking
Honestly?
Yep.
Honestly? Yep.
Yeah, I used to steal all the time.
Yep.
And the motherfucker right here sitting next to me,
I don't know what you're
can't
talking
really fucking talk.
You know that Kmart?
I don't know why you're bringing up Terrence. I don't know.
You know the Kmart on St. Clair Road that's not there anymore? That closed down recently, has a giant right near it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was banned from that when I was a kid.
You know the Kmart on Liberty Road?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember the cow?
I was fired from that for a few years.
Oh shit! Damn! Come on!
I was never implicated in anything. Anyway, moving on.
7 years.
Remember Cowdoor at Golden Ring Mall?
Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn,
you are a goddamn kingpin.
Caldor, you hit a Montgomery Ward while you're there.
You just steal from Zayre's, you fucking son of a...
I was a kid. I was stealing toys.
And stopped off at the Sizzler for something to eat.
Fucking Sizzler.
Or Shoney's.
Yeah.
Sony.
No.
I'm so hungry after all this stealing from your old ass and from Epstein.
I was so hungry I had to stop at the Horn and Horn.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Or I could just go even further back and just say Chesapeake Bay Seafood House. Done.
God damn. Chesapeake Bay Seafood House.
Oh, shit. Fucking Horn and Horn.
7 years later, we cut to a welcome home party
I hate every one of Doughboy's friends.
for Doughboy and Chris. He's lost weight and apparently. All right, here's one of my.
This
gripes.
party is 90s as fuck. What the fuck is Cuba Gooding Jr. wearing Ricky apparently has the exact same outfit on that he had when he was a kid, except it's blue now instead of red.
Yeah, really, he has the exact same outfit
Yes.
on.
So what I don't understand is how this casting director got their position, because the children,
Did I not say? I said this before you guys got here.
these children do not grow up to look like Cuba Gooding Jr., Morris Chestnut, and Ice Cube. Like
Morris Chestnut.
Like Doughboy. I mean, Doughboy.
Morris Chestnut.
Morris Chestnut, maybe.
It could have been his little brother. Morris Chestnut is fine. The rest of them all have vitiligo.
All right. Wow. Here's the
How did
thing.
everyone get lighter? as
Here's
we
the
got
thing that
older?
I've noticed.
That's not how skin tone works.
Only in the past couple of years have I seen black casting where they actually give a fuck about people looking similar within a family or within aging.
Yes.
Only recently.
Blackish is
Blackish is the only one that.
Yeah, Blackish is a perfect example. Like, those kids look like they could have come from the two of them.
But if you look at the Cosby Show, you're like, the fuck?
But knowing,
Bill was stepping out.
yeah, I was gonna say, but knowing Bill Cosby's history now,
Is he stepping
they
out
could have been
and bringing the
anyone.
babies home? Like, what the fuck?
No.
Claire was very
Bill
understanding.
Cosby, and this is true.
Pediatrician.
If you look at my dad and my grandparents and his sisters and brothers and stuff, some of his sister brothers, they're light skinned. They're like a little light skin tone. My dad and some of those sisters, they're dark skinned. And I swear to God, I asked my dad, I was like, is Uncle Michael adopted? He's like, no, he's not adopted. That's, my brother, like, flesh and bone.
Did you see that story of those twins?
Yeah, like
I
yeah.
saw that story years ago.
Yeah.
I don't know why this.
They're older now. That's all it is.
Oh, because they look hot now. That's why.
One
So
out
I
of
mean,
two.
it's just maybe it's genetics. That's all I'm saying. But
Yeah, but-
Boyz N the Hood just took it a step further.
I have an uncle who looks like fucking Larry Bird. Okay, he does. He came to my parents' house one time, and a friend of mine was like, "Who is that white guy coming into the party?" And I was like, "That's my uncle, for real."
Just looked at you sideways, like, really?
I don't believe you.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, so they go to they have this party, this welcome home party.
And Doughboy is sitting there playing dominoes with Chris, who is now in a wheelchair from a gunshot wound, Dookie, and Monster. Ricky is now a star running back.
Back up a second.
High school.
These names: Flipper, Gator, Dookie, Monster.
I just want to call him Dookie Monster.
Dookie Monster.
Dookie. D is for Dookie.
It's the
I'm
worst.
sorry,
name.
I'm the only one amused by this right now.
You're a child.
Ricky is a star running back for Crenshaw High School and lives with his mother and girlfriend, and they have a toddler. Meanwhile, Trey, who has grown up into a mature, responsible teenager,
Wearing Gordon Gantrell, by the way. So.
Damn.
he works at a clothing store as a clerk at Fox Hills Mall and excels in school. I do not believe that any of these people are teenagers.
Nope. No.
None of them are.
Cuba Gooding Jr. is like 47 years old.
I think the only one I'd buy is Nia Long.
Yeah, she still looks young. That's true.
By the way, Nia Long.
Girl, you
I mean,
still-
this was my first,
Titty in a movie?
Yeah, was it my first titty in a movie? It might have been.
No,
It might
I
have
don't
been.
think.
And
for me.
but it was my first time I've seen Nia Long, and it's very rare. Women just are unfortunate in this regard that men, as they age, they get better looking. But Nia Long has that shit. Like
No, she does. She's just
she
gotten
has
better
gotten
over time.
better looking over time.
Also, money
Good
helps.
God.
Nah, I don't even think it's money. I just think, hey, black don't crack. I mean, look at Iman. She's like 65, and I'm like,
Yeah, she still looks great. Hey, that's why David Bowie snatched that shit up. He's like, I need a black woman's gonna look 25 until she's 89.
Let's see. Trey hopes to attend college with his girlfriend, Brandi, played by Nia Long, who attends Catholic school and plans on waiting until she's married to have sex.
because that's realistic.
Right. Her desire to remain abstinent is a source of tension between the couple.
Yeah. Yeah.
Blue.
I would imagine so.
On the way home, Trey encounters. Yeah, he saves a baby who's just wandering in the street. and he picks the baby up and sends it back to his crackhead mother. Which, I mean, that baby would have had a better chance just being in the street, as far as I'm concerned.
To fend for herself.
Yeah. Trey encounters a group of Bloods who threateningly tease Trey by pointing a double-barreled shotgun at him.
A sawed-off double-barrel shotgun.
Yeah.
They call him a mark.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Again, I cannot imagine living in this environment. I cannot
Piece
imagine.
of shit Nissan.
Really, dude?
Toyota Corolla, by the way.
I'm trying to go
That
home.
was a pretty sweet ride back then, I guess.
It had them big-ass fucking monster truck tires on it. What the fuck was going on? What the hell was happening with that shit? I didn't get it. I didn't understand.
That's all they could afford. That's all they could afford.
So when Trey gets home, he has a heart-to-heart with his dad, and Furious smells him. He's like, "You had some pussy yet, boy? I don't know about you. You look kind of limp-wristed." and I mean, I may have been paraphrasing.
I think that was not in the movie.
So as he's getting a haircut from his dad, he tells this story about him losing his virginity.
Lying ass.
And yeah, he's lying like a motherfucker. But that woman in his story was fine as shit.
She was, but her teeth
were
fucked up, dude.
Were they?
God damn.
Her teeth.
No.
It's like her two front teeth were half gold or some shit like that. It looked
they weren't half gold.
One's bigger than the other.
No, they weren't half gold. They were half dirty.
all right.
Wow.
But otherwise, I mean,
Dirty.
you can get that fixed up.
Still better than what's her name's teeth from Spider-Man. Shit.
Well, this woman had full-size adult
Chiclet teeth.
and not chiclets, right? Exactly.
Not chiclet teeth pointed back towards her throat.
But I mean, you could tell this is obviously a lie, even before he says it, because he's like, she came over to me and was like, "I want to drive your car." It's like, "It's stick. Can you
Right.
drive?" Like
He tells her like he's reading a Penthouse forum.
exactly.
You know what I mean?
And then
you
she
know
said
what?
to me, like, "No."
You know what? I ain't gonna lie. I bought it up until the mother came in there with a butcher knife. I was like, okay, now you're just lying.
Yeah, she came up there with a fucking cleaver. Like, all right, Trey, you lying ass motherfucker. So
And he heard her pull the knife out like it was
Right.
a sword.
Yeah, yeah.
It's Spider-Man now. Like I could hear everything.
right. Let me tell you something, folks. You pull a sword out of a sheath, it doesn't make a sound. Like it doesn't make
That's
that
the point.
clinging sound. So I don't know. Anyway, he tells this story. He tells this tall tale about losing his virginity, and his father says, "Did you use a condom?" And for some reason, I mean, he was already lying.
Just to
so-
keep lying, dumbass.
Like, why would you say no?
Because
dummy.
Because he hasn't used any of the ones his father gave him, and he still has them all.
Okay.
That's why he had to lie about it.
Oh, all right.
Because his father, the first thing his father says is, "You used the rubbers I gave you."
That's right. Yeah,
His father knows how many he gave him.
You're right.
No.
So
count them shits out.
So we get an obvious message, lesson.
Don't make more babies.
Use condoms, folks.
Titty nipple.
Use condoms. Yeah, that woman has some nice side boob.
So that wasn't side boob.
That was straight boob.
Yeah.
Side
that
boob is
woman
when you
was-
only see side. Like,
Oh,
You
yeah.
don't see the nipple.
Well, that was some nice boob then.
And then I had to.
90s boobs, at least.
Yeah,
You mean they were real?
Those were nice.
yeah.
All around.
That's a straight
yeah,
titty.
that's not bad. Not bad at all. That is not bad at all. Where are we?
Why are you sweating me? God, he looks like he's 37 years old. God damn. I'm looking at him.
Why are you sweating me? Because there's a grown ass man who's in my house and I don't know who he is. Get out.
Like I'm sweating you because you're 6 years younger than me. Like, and I still have to teach you life lessons.
I mean, Morris Chestnut. I mean, maybe he's still. I mean, like I said, I give him maybe to Morris Chestnut, like you said before too, because it's like yeah. He's playing it up pretty good as a teenager, but yeah,
Yeah, like Cuba Gooding Jr.'s face, he just looks weathered.
Yeah.
Like he looks like he's been rode hard and put away. As you used to say.
Maybe he has.
They're all in their 20s in this movie.
Where are we? So we cut to quick intercutting shots of Ricky playing ball and Trey and Brandi talking about sex, and and Trey's using some straight up nigga logic. So Brandy's like, I want to wait till we get married, and Trey is like, well,
we gonna get married.
I'm with you now, and we're gonna get married. So why not just have sex now? Because it's like, we're gonna be married anyway.
Oh, she shuts that whole conversation down. Well, you acting like we married, and he just like, shit, I got nothing for that.
Right?
So, yeah, you're right.
Right. It's just like, well, you trying to marry? Ain't nobody ready for that marriage shit. Nigga, what the fuck? Like, she just poking holes. That's how easy it is to poke holes in nigga logic.
Look, sometimes, it's almost as if it's so stupid. Like a video game is the same as slavery, guys. I mean, it's like whatever.
Don't flip this fucking table.
Just saying. Sometimes it is, guys.
I don't want anything about that guy to be on this show. I don't want anything about that guy.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
Bang bang, shots fired.
Anyway, go ahead, Tom.
Oh shit!
You guys are assholes. You guys are assholes.
I like you're not saying it because you're defending him. You're just saying it because you hate him so much.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I hate you. I hate you, Gerald. So later on that night, Ricky is talking to Brandi, and then Anna Mae calls. Angela Bassett calls, and she says, hey,
when are you going to give me some pussy?
He probably said that shit to Angela Bassett and was like, oh.
Yeah, I made a mistake.
What was to say that, huh?
I was just kidding, unless you're going to do it. Come on now.
So
there's somebody who is aged amazingly.
Yeah.
I would argue she hasn't aged.
I don't think she has.
No. Nope.
She hasn't.
She lives in a Lazarus pit for the last 30 years.
Now, Morris Chestnut is a year younger than Cuba Gooding Jr. 1 year
I couldn't
younger.
tell. Again, Cuba Gooding looked
and he looks like he's 9 years younger than him in this movie.
Right. So mom wants Trey to come live with her again. And she seems to have done really well for herself.
Yeah, she's living in a baller ass apartment. Yeah, what the fuck?
She's got
she moved out of the hood,
right,
into the suburbs. Actually, probably into the city. That's what it looks like.
Right,
the deluxe apartment.
She's
in
got
the sky.
Yeah,
she's got like a leather green sofa and mirrors all over the place. Like
Yep.
it's
yeah.
That's how you know you made it.
When my dad felt like he made it, he put mirrors all over his fucking stupid ass house.
That's some 90s shit.
Yep.
Can we talk about this duck
Fucking
hunt?
Wood panels.
Egomaniac.
We'll get there. So yeah, they don't want to. Trey doesn't want to leave. So that night, these niggas are playing duck hunt with a gun. Like a gun.
dude, that's the gun from Lethal Enforcers. Like, really? Come on, really? All right.
Oh shit!
Like
It's not how this game works.
like that. All right.
So you couldn't spot like $50 for the freaking gun off the Nintendo console?
Right. You
John,
couldn't
really? Come
you
on.
couldn't get the gun and paint it black. Like you couldn't.
Like the Nintendo was still around in 1991.
Right.
They could have went to the store and bought one.
But they got the game on. They got the game on the screen.
They got the game. Something's happening.
So they're playing games and sitting on the stoop, and Michael Eric Dyson comes up and he's like,
Hey, you know what? He ain't far off because that dude in every movie in the 90s and even now always plays like, again, Michael Eric Dyson. He's always that militant church guy in every movie. Like we did Original Gangsters last year. He played the same character.
That's funny.
So Michael Eric Dyson comes up, and he is a recruiter from USC, and he goes to interview Ricky because Ricky hopes to get a scholarship. Now, apparently, it does not take a lot of brain power to get into USC in 1991.
The bare minimum of SAT
All you
scores.
really need, he had a 2.7. And no, he had a 2.3
2.3.
and all you had to do was score above a 700.
You know what though? That's not out of the
50%.
realm because I do remember in high school they did for like a lot of athletes and stuff. if you got an 850 or more, you got an opportunity to get into college.
Jesus Christ! So all you have to do is spell your name correctly.
If you get 850, 850 total, you got a good shot. And again, this is before they bumped up the score to SATs, and it was just 1600. But yeah, you get 850,
Oh my God! Just slightly better than half. God damn it! I gotta learn how to
slightly,
throw a ball.
but so 700, it's like I'll buy it. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Sports are dumb. Everyone who plays sports is also dumb, apparently.
So they're doing the whole recruiting thing, and do they see another drive-by, or do they see the birds come by in the scene?
No. He just shows him his fucking video mixtape, which is hilarious.
Complete with musical accompaniment.
Yeah, good job. That shit was ghetto.
Oh, he's still that dude's still fixing his gold chain from that dude that tried to snatch it earlier.
Mm-hmm. They beat the shit out of that guy.
They beat the shit out of that dude. Ran over with a trash can.
How did that guy think he was going to get away? Like, dude,
He was probably
high.
crackhead. If you looked at him, he was high as fuck.
Yeah, but
That's why he was hobbling away.
You gotta think your plans out a little bit,
Snatched
man.
and grabbed and tripped over a fucking trash can.
Yeah, you ain't gonna get far.
And proceeded to get his ass whooped.
Oh, real quick, can we talk about the fact that Doughboy and Trey, what's his face's mom? She's very kind of like, she favors the son that's going somewhere with his sports and stuff, versus Doughboy. She doesn't give two shits about him.
Nope,
she sure as shit don't.
She's a terrible black mama. Sorry.
Okay, now after that, we cut to Trey and Ricky going to see Furious at his.
Well, they take the SATs.
They take the SATs.
We take the SATs, and there's a horrible actress who stares directly at the camera.
Hi.
as it pans by, like she's not even pretending not to stare at the camera. It's terrible.
That's really funny.
Anyway,
yeah. No,
not here. Like when it first pans across, you just see this girl looking straight at you.
I'm on TV, mama. But they do make a point of saying that the Furious makes a point in the next scene that the SATs are culturally biased, except for the math part.
Right.
Which I thought was an interesting thing, too. I mean, it's true, but go ahead.
Right, I was going to say, which I agree with. So they go visit Furious at his place of employment. He's a mortgage broker. And if you look on Furious's desk, his nameplate says Furious. Like, this guy has a first name, and it is not Furious.
I thought his first name was actually Furious Styles.
I think it's
Furious Styles.
I think his name is Jason Furious Styles.
So
that makes sense, because a lot of people call my dad by his middle name more than his first name.
But it's not his middle name, though. They're saying it like it's his nickname.
No, that's a nickname. So he's in a gang when he was growing up, and he's like, I'm keeping Furious because that shit sounds fucking
Dude, that's
bad.
like Samuel Jackson saying, my name is not Samuel Jackson, I'm bad motherfucker Jackson. That's pretty much what it sounds like.
Better than Flipper.
Yeah. Look, I would accept. I accept
Put a
it.
nameplate with Furious on it. If that's what they called me, fuck it.
Furious Styles is a badass name.
It is.
Hey, Micah,
Like a fucking
what did my name tag say for years?
Yeah, Spider.
And what did I introduce myself as to my bosses?
Yeah, I didn't know Rob's real name until like 54 episodes ago.
I like that it was 54 episodes, which means
we did an episode.
and you didn't know. Yeah, that's funny.
I was putting like this. He didn't know.
This is Rob. Who?
He didn't know Rob until I changed it from Spider on Facebook.
All right, if you say so, Rob. Fucking weirdo. No. I did want to talk about this. So yeah, Furious is a mortgage broker, but this I had to do some research, but my assumption was correct. So him being a mortgage broker, and he talks about helping people find money to get homes, is kind of interesting, and it goes back to the thing we talked about earlier with Reagan, because one of the issues was home ownership in the cities declined tremendously under him because of there was all this redlining, which goes into this gentrification thing that happens next, about banks not giving black folks money to actually buy houses and giving more money to white folks to buy houses. So in fairness to John Singleton, it's a pretty interesting little callback.
I mean, like he makes good points. Like if this movie is meant to educate through without beating you over the head with like literal books, then it does its job.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I mentioned earlier, again, when he gets into his latest movies, he really just beats the shit out of you over your head with just everything. So, yeah, he was very subtle with this and stuff. And like I said, I didn't know anything about gentrification, so I will say the movie kind of like, oh, that's what gentrification is. And it's like, all right, I get it now. So I give him that. There is a bit of an education involved.
I mean, where you were 7.
No, I'm saying in terms of like later on as I watched the movie again.
Little kid in theater. Oh, that's what it is.
Trust me, 7 years old, I'm like, I don't know what the hell is going on.
I just assumed it was a girl's name.
Gentrification sounds like a transformer.
Yeah, I mean, so I'm just saying later on as I got like the middle school and stuff and I heard that word again, I was like, okay. And I do remember watching the movie again. I'm like, oh, okay, that's what gentrification is. Okay.
So speaking of gentrification, here is a speech on gentrification.
What is gentrification? Let's say it one more time.
But y'all take a look at that sign up there. See what it says? Cash for your home. You know what that is? It's Billboard. What are y'all, Amos and Andy? Step in and he's fetch it? I'm talking about the message, what it stands for. It's called gentrification. It's what happens when the property value of a certain area is brought down. Huh? You listening? Yeah. To bring the property value down. They can buy the land at a lower price. Then they move all the people out, raise the property value, and sell it at a profit. Now what we need to do is we need to keep everything in our neighborhood, everything, black. Black owned with black money. Just like the Jews, the Italians, the Mexicans, and the Koreans do.
Ain't nobody from outside bringing down the property value. It's these folks shooting each other and selling that crack rock and shit.
Well, how you think the crack rock gets into the country? We don't own any planes. We don't own no ships. But we are not the people who are flying and floating that shit in here. I know every time you turn on the TV, that's what you see. Black people selling the rock, pushing the rock, pushing the rock. Yeah, I know. But that wasn't a problem as long as it was here. Wasn't a problem until it was in Iowa and it showed up on Wall Street where there are hardly any black people. Now, if you want to talk about guns, why is it that there's a gun shop on almost every corner in this community?
Why?
Tell you why. For the same reason that there's a liquor store on almost every corner in the black community. Why? They want us to kill ourselves. You go out to Beverly Hills, you don't see that shit. But they want us to kill ourselves. Yeah, the best way you can destroy a people, you take away their ability to reproduce themselves. Yeah. Who is it that's dying out here on these streets every night? Y'all.
Yeah.
Young brothers like yourselves.
What am I supposed to do? Fool roll up, try to smoke me? I'm gonna shoot the motherfucker if he don't kill me first.
You're doing exactly what they want you to do. You have to think, young brother, about your future.
Well, I don't think he could have delivered that message any better, to be honest. It was fantastic. I do find it weird, like, that everyone just started coming around.
I was like, this is a little bizarre.
It's like talking to two people and they were like, old people and a dude drinking a 40.
It's a dude talking. Let's go walk over there.
That guy seems like he knows his shit. What is a gentrification? Let's go find out, everybody.
Is it a Decepticon or an Autobot?
And then Grady popped up out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Talking shit.
These niggas over here. I'm like, okay.
Grady, goddamn.
I mean, well, technically, Sanford and Son did take place in Crenshaw. So he probably still lived Grady.
I would love the fact that this movie takes place in that same universe, and he was just walking over from the fucking junkyard
with Lamont.
You just see him walking by in the back of Lamont, get your ass over here. You need to hear this shit.
Oh my god!
Come on, who doesn't want that? Go ahead.
Later on that night, at a local street racing gathering.
You're definitely reading that off of Wikipedia.
Yeah.
Street racing? Yeah.
There wasn't a black father in sight.
Shit turned into Fast and Furious.
Right. IMDb trivia, Ice Cube owned that car that he was riding around.
Of course he did.
Sure he did. It makes sense.
You know what? The car's fucking nice.
Yeah, how about I'll allow it.
Yeah.
Ricky is provoked by Ferris, one of the Bloods that is rolling around in that red piece of shit. In defense of Ricky, Doughboy, now a Crips member himself, oh, this is written terribly, brandishes a 45 and cocks it to frighten Ferris. Ferris fires back with his MAC-10 in the air, causing everybody to scatter from the scene. Here's a piece of trivia that I thought was kind of funny. In order to maintain a sense of realism, i.e. shots firing unexpectedly.
Bang, bang, shots fired?
John
thinking
Singleton.
the same thing, but I chose
The second I said it, Terrence's face was just like, God damn it. I'm sorry, go ahead.
John Singleton never gave the actors cues as to when shots would be fired, so that he can get their reactions.
They're like, niggas really shooting.
Yeah, no, I'd have freaked out.
Terrified.
I'd have freaked out.
Especially because
Sure,
you're in this.
half the cast on that damn movie actually have heard gunshots before. So I mean, come on.
Yeah, they was ready to dip the fuck out.
You're in this open air environment. You have a bunch of extras running around, and all of a sudden you hear some gunshots and shit. Nope.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Like, I feel like this scene is less this scene is more just taped of their actual reaction. Like, Ice Cube's like, no, do we have a problem? Like, no, there's someone shooting Mac 10. No, do we have a problem? Like, we're not even rolling film. I know. I don't know if you know, but I was in a group called NWA.
As they scatter, Ricky and Trey are pulled over by the LAPD, and lo and behold, we get to see this bitch ass cop again.
Ugly McCop.
Got any drugs or weapons on you?
No.
Took it slow.
Didn't do nothing.
You think you tough? You think you tough, huh? You're scared now, huh? I like that. That's why I took this job. To hate little motherfuckers like you. Little niggas, you ain't shit. Think you're tough, huh? Could blow your head off with this Smith & Wesson and you couldn't do shit. How you feel now? What set you from? Look like one of them Crenshaw Mafia motherfuckers. No, you probably one of them rolling 60s, huh? Huh?
Item 63, we have a possible 187 in Blue VW at corner of Florence and Vermont. Again, a possible 187 in Blue VW at corner of Florence and Vermont.
Right, the white guys are equipped with a pen and a pad.
Gentlemen, have a nice evening.
Yeah, the white cop is like, hey,
White cop was
Andre.
not fucking with him the whole
Yeah,
time.
like, the cop's like, Andre, take it easy, man. God damn.
Hey, Officer Carson,
you?
chill out.
That's why I took this job. I can't open my teeth when I talk to you.
Think you're tough. I'm like, nigga, I just said I didn't do anything. Why do you have this gun pointed at me? Can you please lower that motherfucker?
Look,
And it's
Like, what, you
not
gonna
like
shoot
he recognized him from 7 years ago because he looks like a completely different fucking person.
he looks like he's aged, I don't know, maybe 37 years.
You look like you from the Crenshaw Mafia. Like, no, he looks like a preppy fucking kid.
Yeah, this is a normal kid, but somehow Crenshaw Mafia just pops into mind.
I'm like, can you please get off me?
You look like Crenshaw
Gun out of my face. Are you going to shoot me?
God, I don't. You know what, man? Maybe this is a stretch, but I don't even think the Ferguson cops would do some shit like that. And they shot a guy.
Yeah.
Right, like, goddamn, man.
I don't know. Have you read those fucking transcripts from the shit they did?
Yeah.
They're pretty fucking
Yeah.
scummy.
So, distraught, Trey goes to Brandi's house and
Punches air.
yeah,
This scene
This
is.
is a classic scene.
he has a fit. He has a temper tantrum, and Brandi, I guess, is just like, all right, look. Apparently, having blue balls means you act like a bitch. So
I'll suck your dick.
So let's just do this. So I can have my man back.
So, did she basically give him the female equivalent of a dick down?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, to shut him up.
It was sympathy pussy.
Stop
If you really think
crying,
about it.
nigga.
I'm sorry. I have never punched air. If I'm so mad, I'm punching things.
Well, this is technically, is this his house?
Well, go lift some
it's
weights
my
then,
house.
nigga. Like, do some push-ups.
Can't be fucking up shit in somebody else.
Your dad has weights. I've seen them.
Don't go to somebody else's house and spin like a windmill like a goddamn moron.
I just felt like, why would a woman want to be with a guy who's clearly insane? After watching? So that's what I thought.
He just had a gun pointed at him. Anybody had a gun pointed at them before?
You know what? No.
I'm not mad that he's. I'm not mad.
Twice.
Yeah, did you punch the air?
No.
Because you're not a bitch.
Like,
I mean,
we're not making fun of him for
twice.
crying. I'm not talking about shit about him crying. I'm not talking about shit about him being upset. It's the spinning around like a fool that I'm talking about.
Look, maybe this was all a part of his plan to get laid. Maybe the cop helped him out. He's like, look, I'm gonna need you to pretend like you're gonna kill me, because I'm gonna have to go to the most extreme methods to get her to unlock Pandora's fucking box.
That's what it was. He pulled him over. That's why he was fine with him. He's like, I smell a virgin on you, boy. I'm scared a virgin out you.
What if
This was Cuba's ploy to get an Oscar nomination for this. 'Cause I was waiting for your consideration to come up at the bottom.
As he's fucking swinging for the fences.
What if Trey realizes, oh shit, like crying like a bitch works?
And that's the only
And
way.
every time he goes over there, he just finds a reason to start crying.
Real talk. Ralph Tresvant said it best. Ladies like a man with sensitivity.
Yeah, to a point.
Yeah, to a point.
Like, all right,
Yeah, all right.
quiet your blubbering ass up.
Right.
I feel like Ralph Tresvant was wearing that shirt in one of his videos. He was wearing
That black and gold
that
shirt.
gold and black shirt with the spot on it.
Is Ralph Tresvant still alive?
yes, him and New Edition on the Chitlin circuit, man. They doing it.
Oh shit.
They literally, actually, they were in this area about a couple months ago. So
No.
Doing what?
at Constitution Hall, minus Bobby Brown,
Well,
doing
then
New
that,
Edition.
they
shit.
don't count.
Doing what?
Cleaning up,
They just hang in the-
Constitution Hall.
Can you imagine the fucking cleaning crew of New Edition? Ralph Tresvant leading the group.
Oh God.
Oh, Bobby Brown's the only one who made it, and he made it.
What's his name? You gotta. I forgot the members.
Bell Biv DeVoe.
What was the name? We said him earlier.
Ronnie, Ricky.
Yeah, Ricky,
Bobby.
Yeah, and then Johnny Gill later on.
Yeah, Johnny Gill.
Yeah.
That's what I was about to say. Johnny Gill was a
Yeah, he had a pretty decent solo career.
my.
Oh shit.
So
Johnny Gill.
So the cast of What's Love Got to Do with It goes and sits down and has a conversation about Trey.
And they ordered two of the bougiest fucking drinks, coffee drinks they could have
Cafe
thought.
au lait.
Yeah, cafe au lait. I was like, all right, brother.
I don't know what a cafe au lait is.
It's a little bit of coffee and a lot of milk. It's something like
Just say, all right. All right.
because it's not French enough to say it the way you would say it. You troglodyte. Go-
Sorry for speaking English in America.
all right, Donald Trump.
espresso cafe au lait. I'm like, really, nigga? You and Crenshaw, calm down.
Right.
Oh shit.
She's got some thick ass eyebrows in this scene. Good God.
Oh, they go up and down. Shit.
It's like two caterpillars walking across Angela Bassett's face. Anyway, go ahead.
So the next afternoon, Ricky, annoyed by his girlfriend, has had a fight with Doughboy because he is the good son and Doughboy is not. Brenda rushes to Ricky's aid while berating Doughboy.
Now, keep in mind, Ricky has decided that he is going to go into the army
Yeah.
because he saw one commercial.
Because he saw one. Hey, that's the power of Keith David.
Yeah.
Was that Keith David,
David
or was
wasn't
that just
there
to
just
be
yet.
all you can be?
No,
He wasn't dead.
No, because Keith David was Navy, right?
Yeah, Navy.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Navy. Accelerate your life.
If you really think about it, this is kind of parallel to Furious, because you remember Furious said he joined the army when he was 17, and then you got Ricky hitting the army at 17 too, and he has a kid, so a little bit parallel with that too.
Yeah, he was the wrong son. Should have been Furious's son. Ricky, after the fight, Ricky leaves the house to go pick up some milk for his mom.
Cornmeal.
Just corn, whatever. As
for his baby's mama.
As the mailman, played by John Singleton, delivers the letter with the SAT results.
He delivers a message.
And
You know what? I like that.
That's good.
I like that.
That's good.
It's not bad.
Ricky and Trey see Ferris, the blood from earlier, and the rest of the bloods driving around in their bright-ass red car, driving around the neighborhood. And so they decide to cut through back alleys to avoid them. Doughboy, we cut to Doughboy, who realizes that Ricky and Trey are in danger because they've seen the Bloodmobile riding around and he goes out to try and find them. The Bloods find Ricky first, and they kill him. Now, look, I'm not a gun guy. I like guns, but I'm not a gun guy. Now, as Terrence mentioned, he has a sawed-off shotgun. Ricky might be 50 yards away.
There's no way they would hit him.
Yeah, like there's no way they're gonna hit him with pinpoint accuracy in the leg and in the chest with a shotgun.
He would have got a couple pellets that hit him and stung like a bitch.
It wouldn't have killed him.
It wouldn't have killed him.
Not with a shot. They sawed off.
Yeah, they act like he hit him at close range with a sawed off, or it was a full barrel shotgun.
But he shot him with a sawed off shotgun from 50 yards, and it came out the other side.
Yeah, that was weird.
No, that's not how guns
I don't think guns work like that. Now, that being, look, I think this movie does almost nothing for me. Like, from an emotional perspective, I'm just like, man, I don't give a shit.
It sucked, but it's just like,
but this scene I thought carried emotional weight. Like, it did.
I still get choked up about Ricky's death.
Yeah, like that was the same for me. I was just like, all right, he's dead and I'm not. To quote Terrence.
Yeah.
But yeah, he took
like he didn't develop enough as a character for me to fucking.
You know what? I'm not so sure that is a sawed-off shotgun. Actually, when he puts it back in the car, I don't think it is. Actually,
it's not.
Either which way, that shotgun would maybe have hit him, but
it wouldn't have done that kind of damage.
I think that's sawed off. It's just not. It's not all the way to the. It's not all the way to the.
I mean, that's short.
That's short.
Because
if it's a shotgun, that's like a fucking 1898 shotgun that he got first of all, and he's like pointing it out the window. That shit would be really fucking long.
Yeah, you're right. It's certainly not. It's not cut all the way to the barrel.
It's not like a snub nose. Like it's not the shit you see in Gears of War.
It's not what Omar carries around in the fucking wire.
Hey, I'm like this. Any reason why they didn't just go to the hospital?
I mean, he was dead.
I mean, I would imagine that the 5 holes in his chest.
I know. I mean, I'm not saying you gotta save it, but it's like, damn, I'm just gonna throw her on the mom's couch with the plastic on there, and
that's why you have plastic in the ghetto, in case your old son gets shot, they can bring him home.
So that
shit was horrifying.
So yeah, like Chris said, they say fuck medical attention. That
doesn't make sense.
I'm gonna bring him to my mama's house and put him on the couch. And everyone is distraught, obviously.
Mom's blaming Doughboy for it, even though he didn't do anything with it. But, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I'll give her that. Like, you need somebody to blame. But she's choking the dude. Like, she's trying to choke him. Like, and the only way she couldn't choke him is because she couldn't get a proper grip because of all that Jerry curl juice that's dripping Doughboy's head.
I seriously think Ice Cube regrets the Jericho decision back in the day.
But you know what? He was too scary of a motherfucker for anybody to say shit to him about it.
Yeah, he's got a perpetual scowl on his face, man.
Even to this day.
Yeah, I'm not. I ain't telling that motherfucker to wring his hair out.
He has a song called "The Nigga You Love to Hate." Okay, you're not gonna say shit to that guy, not ever. Like, remember that time you had a Jericho? Yeah, it was cool, man. It was
Do you think that's all he is? Just a scowl?
No, I like Ice Cube.
I like
I've never seen him
fight. No, I'm saying, like, if someone were to get in a fight with Ice Cube, do you think he could win? I've never seen him fight. I know he grew up in Crenshaw and all that good stuff.
I feel like he probably could fight a pretty decent amount. But I feel like that scowl...
It'd be fucking hilarious if he was like the softest nigga on earth. Like he's just got
If he
no
was
face.
Doughboy, if he was a fucking Doughboy,
If he was yeah, right.
I
Like,
mean,
he
it's not
can't
enough
fight for
people already
shit, but
thought
he
that he
just
was soft when, he started doing the kids movies like Are We There Yet? So, he already got the label of like, oh, I don't think Ice Cube is hard as he used to be. I'm like, he's the last person you should say that to. I mean, Will Smith, okay, fine, but not Ice Cube.
I don't think Ice Cube, even if you call him soft, I don't think he gives a shit anymore.
No, it's like you killed him.
give a
He's got
goddamn. But I'm
enough-
just saying,
I'm a millionaire.
it'd be funny if he just literally was just
A
had
total
glass
wuss.
jaw.
Yeah, it's like
It
a
just
total
got-
wuss.
Just that look, man, would just.
It gets you out of like 95% of fights. Like, I'm gonna kick your ass. Hold on a second. What? You know what? I'm good. I'm good.
No, I don't need this.
Hey, so look, you either learn to fight, run, or scowl like a son of a bitch. People leave you alone. Work for him.
Done all three.
Later that night, Brenda sobs over Ricky's test results, discovering that he earned a 710, meaning that he just barely made it.
Just made it.
Here's
Just
the
made
thing.
it. That 10 somehow pushed it over.
We got to go back a little bit because he got the 710, and the guy from USC was talking to him, and he told him all he needed was a 700.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when that naked baby came out, he was like, "Oh, is that your little brother?" He was like, "No, that's my son." And I was like, "Whoop, gotta go." He backed his fucking briefcase up like, "Nah, this nigga ain't coming here." Like I'm like, so did he just totally destroy his chances to go in the UFC or what?
That's what I was thinking.
I think the
Oh,
shotgun.
USC.
I think the shotgun blast ended those
Hey,
chances.
he had a
Like
good poker
prior
face
to
when
the
he said it, too.
shotgun blast to the chest from 150
What'd you say, Chris?
yards away.
I said he had a good poker face when Ricky told him that it was his son too. Like, oh,
He's like, oh,
Yeah, that won't matter at all.
totally.
That shit is funny.
like well,
Here's a pamphlet on condoms, dum dum. Learn to use them.
So the guys are pissed, obviously, and Cuba Gooding Jr. goes back to to grab Furious's 357
Hand
cannon, but Furious comes in and says, "Look, I'm sorry for that kid's death, but you're my son, and you ain't going nowhere."
Like a real father would say.
Like a real fucking dad.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm just gonna show this movie to a potential child that I have. Fuck all that parenting shit. I'm just gonna
Imagine
show
if I
this
said
movie.
this shit to you.
Right.
Get out of my face. I'm going back to playing
When you say
PlayStation.
it's like to a potential, like I just imagine you having a kid, and then once a year for the kid's entire life, regardless of whether they understand it or not, you show them that movie until they actually know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah,
That's funny.
Yeah, like fuck that shit, man. I ain't got time for all that parenting shit. I got video games to play.
Two things: you show him Bill Cosby and then Boys in the Hood. There you go. That's
Exactly.
parenting.
ooh.
Well, I don't know about that now. I would show him Blackish.
Okay,
all right.
Blackish.
It's
All right,
okay.
all right.
It's okay to be weird. It's okay to be different. But if you choose not to be different, you're gonna wind up like fucking Doughboy.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you want to play football, you're gonna wind up like Ricky,
Shot in the chest.
shot in the fucking chest
That's how you discourage your son from playing
for
football?
playing football.
Like, not that you'll get a head injury. You'll be shot by by bloods in a neighborhood randomly.
Not just any blood. Rondo is gonna shoot you.
I was trying to figure out who that motherfucker looked like.
Oh
He
shit!
looked like a child.
Oh,
my
man. So Furious says, "No, you're my son. You know, you're gonna stay here." He goes back to his room, and Brandi comes to the door. She looks for Ricky, but finds out that Ricky jumped out the window and is in Doughboy's car, and they're looking for the Bloods. Then Ricky is like, "I don't know if I'm built for this shit." Which
right.
is me, because I would have got out that fucking car.
I would have never gotten in that car.
Yeah.
Nope.
That guilt by association. Even if he don't have a gun, he's done.
Right. Ricky Trey gets out, and the rest of the guys go look for the Bloods. Then
With the AK-47, by the way.
with a goddamn AK-47.
Who the fuck? Where Where do you buy a Kalashnikov in the fucking hood? It's a Russian assault gun. I know. I've seen pictures of Chief Keef with it. What the fuck? How did you get a Kalashnikov?
Really?
What's that?
Chief Keef.
Isn't that his name?
Yeah, that's what his name is. But
yeah.
But what?
Yes, I saw a picture. Yeah, his little hood ass. I saw a picture of him in Chicago with a fucking AK-47.
There's literally an Instagram picture of him at AK-47.
Where are you buying them? Are you an African despot? Like, what the fuck?
The black market.
The black market must be pretty strong in Compton,
the
apparently.
literal
I mean,
black
shit.
market.
Really?
A bunch of niggas selling guns
At night.
Can you imagine that? So,
On blacktop.
just on a school.
out of somebody's trunk.
Like, hey man, you want to buy a gun? Yeah, all right. Like, what you got? Like a Glock? Nah, man. AK-47.
Yeah,
Nigga, get away from me. How did you get a machine gun here?
Oh, shit.
That's amazing.
That shit is wild. They have Mac 10s, AK-4. These motherfuckers really had these guns, or still have.
Still do.
That's fucking crazy.
Yo, I got this bazooka, son. You ready to do? Like, why do you have that?
What do you need that for?
Oh, shit.
Blow up a house?
Got the job done, that's for sure.
Shit.
An AK-47 is one of the greatest guns that's ever been made.
So the guys go and they find the Bloods at an In-N-Out burger or whatever.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was too. You know what? Look. If it's In-N-Out, it's not a bad last meal.
Yeah. In-N-Out is really good, guys.
Yeah.
And they proceed to kill those dudes. And Doughboy gets out and kills the main dude, execution style.
Good.
That shit was pretty goddamn rough.
Yeah, that shit was pretty
I like how he
good.
begged for his life. Like, I didn't pull the trigger. I'm like, dude, come on, come on, dude. Come on. You're not gonna get out of this.
Right. I wouldn't give that motherfucker the satisfaction. Like,
No,
fucking do
fuck
it.
you,
Just
dude.
Fucking kill me. Shoot me in the back, bitch. I ain't-
Yeah. Turn over. No. How dare you? Also, they did a terrible job because they ran what seems to be into the same parking lot that Back to the Future takes place.
Yes.
With the fucking Libyans. Yeah, they should have done a better job. I would have been zigzagging, man. Like,
Could you imagine if fucking Marty McFly all of a sudden just was like, oh shit, I gotta get the fuck out of here.
You shooting people on the ground.
Hey, real
I
talk,
came back
man,
in the
I thought
wrong
it was-
year.
Hey, real talk. I really thought it was at that part where Marty McFly was getting chased by the Iranians and shit.
Like, if they showed up, that shit would have been hilarious. That should have been. They should have had that going on, like just small in the background.
No, it's the wrong time period. I would settle for just char marks on the ground, like tire tracks.
You know, that'd actually be pretty good. Look, we have $1 million Hollywood ideas all the time, and the idea of putting Back to the Future in the same universe
As Boyz
Boyz N the Hood is an amazing idea.
Marty, we gotta get the hell out of here.
All these niggas are shooting each other. Oh my god. Boys in the
Doc, I
future.
don't think they're called niggers. They're black people.
Look, not in my day. But that would have been fucking hilarious. Like, if I was John Singleton, I would have just done the track marks. Like, only a few people would have even noticed it, and just been like, yeah, maybe they're in the same universe. I don't know. John Hughes is dead.
Imagine that.
So after Dre comes home because he realizes that his dad was right, and
In blood-soaked clothes. Good lord.
the next morning, Doughboy visits Trey, now understanding Trey's reasons for abandoning the gang, and I think we have this clip.
Yes. Here you go.
What's up? What's up? Yo, cuz. I know why you got the call last night.
She's a bitch.
Shouldn't have been there in the first place. You don't want that shit to come back to haunt you. Ain't been up this early in a long time. Turned on the TV this morning. Had this shit on about living in a violent world. showed all these foreign places. Foreigners living on. I started thinking, man. Either they don't know, don't show, or don't care about what's going on in the hood.
With the boys.
Man, all this foreign shit. They ain't have shit on my brother, man. I ain't got no brother. Got no mother neither. She love that food more than she love me.
Doughboy. Got some blow, got some rock?
Get the fuck out my face! Keep them goddamn babies out the street.
Goddamn babies out the street.
Bye, Felicia.
Gonna get 'em?
Just in case you were getting too emotionally
I don't know how I
invested.
feel about it neither, man.
He's a fucking crackhead.
It's random as shit.
Shit just goes on and on.
Tension breaker right there.
Right.
And kids in the background won't shut the fuck up.
Next thing you know, somebody might try to smoke me. Don't matter though. We all gotta go sometime, huh? Seem like they punched the wrong clock on Rick though, man. Gotta go, cuz.
Is this the origin of pouring one out?
I feel like maybe it is.
Yeah. I mean, let's be honest with you. This movie is a first for like everything. First acting, first just tropes of anything hood related. So, yeah.
Yeah, it very well might be. I was like, you're wasting your beer, Mr. Cube.
Your St. Ides.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Wow. What's a shittier malt liquor, St. Ides or
Old English.
Old English? Yeah, Steel Reserve.
Jesus.
The only people I know who ever drank that shit were white people who thought it was cool. I was like, why are you drinking terrible beer?
Or Thunderbird. Jeez, that's even more old school right there.
Fucking Night Train.
St. Ives, Old English, and what else?
Steel Reserve.
Steel Reserve. They all sound like European Football League clubs.
Yeah.
Or Blue Bull, that too.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that one is.
Still though, it still fits.
It still fits.
So, Doughboy pours one out, and 2 weeks later, he's murdered. Trey and Brandi resume
He's
their
dead,
relationship.
and I'm not.
Trey and Brandi resume their relationship, and they each go to Morehouse and Spelman, the blackest of HBCUs that you could ever possibly pick.
Like, hey,
two people.
Yeah, like, hey, wow. Why don't we really think about this and really try something? Nope.
Did you like how they
Spelman.
emphasize the fact of Morehouse College in Atlanta, Georgia?
Yeah, like, he got the fuck out of there. Side note, where Morehouse is in the hood.
It sure as shit is.
It is. Because I wanted to go to Morehouse, yeah.
Woo! Goodness gracious.
I'm glad I didn't make that choice.
Ain't doing
people still fall over hills over Morehouse. I'm like, I mean, I heard it's an all right school, but it's like, not for me.
That's only because Martin Luther King Jr. went there.
Yeah, nah, buddy.
Yeah, it's just Morgan in Atlanta.
There.
You ain't lying, people.
That's it. That's all
Sorry.
it is.
Wow.
Oh, womp womp.
It is what it is.
There you go. Boyz N the Hood.
Yep.
Any score changes?
I forgot what I gave it.
You gave it, I think, a 3.5.
3.5. I'll stick with it.
Yeah, I'll stick with 4 out of 5 too.
Stay with 4.
All right, I'm going to go with a 3.
I'm sticking with my 2.5.
All right.
Or what was it? 2.5? I don't know.
You said 2.5 or 3.
Yeah.
You're gonna.
It's fine. whatever.
Oh yeah, can I also point out too? Because y'all said it came out in '91. Point Break came out the same weekend as this movie, by the way.
Oh, disaster!
Jesus, Point Break.
Yeah, Point Break came out the same weekend.
So you got the blackest and the whitest movies.
It's like complete opposite. It's like, wow.
What movie would you, if you had to sit down now, what movie would you watch? Point Break or Boyz N the Hood?
Jesus.
Point Break.
Yeah, I can.
I'll say Point Break.
I guess.
Yeah, Point Break.
I guess I'd watch Point Break because I've never seen it.
Really?
What?
Yep.
Oh, Point Break is amazing. It's amazing, man.
Yeah,
Like I said, that's because Jack's not here to deal with the madness of that.
Gary Busey and his teeth. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that movie is incredible.
I'm sorry,
People dressed up as presidents, Robin Banks is incredible.
I've seen the two greatest Keanu Reeves movies ever made, and that's Bill and Ted and John Wick.
No, it's because you have not seen Point Break.
Oh, yo, Point Break is just
better than Bill
Might
and
as well
Ted.
put that as your third best
than John
Keanu
Wick?
performance.
No, I didn't say better than John Wick. I said better than Bill and Ted. Don't be ridiculous.
Speed and John Wick.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. I mean, Speed was good.
You
Right?
can't talk down John Wick though. That shit was fucking solid.
It was great. I'm glad we're talking about Keanu Reeves here on Black and Black. Makes total sense. Way to end a Boyz N the Hood episode, by the way.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. We're all about tangents, if nothing else. All right, that is it for us. Chris, plug your shit one more time, please.
Yeah, Three Black Geeks podcast. We pretty much drop a episode every week. Very random with it too, and also drop a comic book corner. Do that like every once in a while and stuff, and also Wrestle Corner. Kind of drop that spontaneously. Usually twice out of the month we do those, but yeah, Three Black Geeks podcast. Find us on Twitter and iTunes, and Stitcher and iTunes, my bad. And yeah, just keep listening to us. And also our blog page, threeblackgeeks.blogspot.com. So
all right, there you go. Is that it for everybody else?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm about to pass out.
About to pass out. Okay. That is it for us, and we will see you guys back next week for another preview episode for episode 57. All right. Later, guys.
See ya.
Take it easy.
Adios.
yeah.